everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, in a few weeks, the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, will be held in South Korea. And one big security concern with that was, what will North Korea do? Will they try to disrupt the games or create an incident? So the North Korean government set up talks with the North Koreans. And as a result, North Korea will be at the games as part of the South Korean team. They will march in under one flag and compete as one team. That being the case, Kim Jong-un is not going to do anything to harm the games, so that security concern is over. If North Korea did anything, they would lose face, and their own athletes would be in jeopardy. And the two governments will continue to hold talks with each other even after the games end. The current South Korean government is not walking in lockstep with the United States, and certainly not with Donald Trump. Now, they would prefer that their neighbor to the north not have nuclear weapons, but they understand North Korea is not developing nuclear weapons to use on them. They're using nuclear weapons to use on us. So it's less a priority for them than it is for us. They are much more interested in keeping the peace, in avoiding war with North Korea. They recognize that their very prosperous nation would be devastated if Trump and Kim Jong-un went to war. South Korea would be the battlefield. And there is a way that they can avoid that. The first step is developing a relationship with Kim Jong-un, decreasing tensions between the South and the North. Maybe even reopening some joint ventures that they used to have, and doing business deals with the North. The main thing for them is to keep the communication going. And if they got to the point where they were feeling more comfortable with Kim Jong-un's government, then they might take the second step, and that would be telling us to leave, to remove all of our troops from their bases in South Korea. And they could simply declare themselves as neutral and avoid having their country used as a battleground in the event that we do blunder into a war over there. And of course, losing South Korea as a staging area would make that war a lot more difficult for us. For example, we would have to do an old-fashioned Normandy-type beach invasion with our troops waiting ashore under withering fire from the North Korean troops. Believe me, this would be terrible. It would not be easy. A lot of brave young men and women would be killed and injured in that scenario. But that's not South Korea's problem. Their problem is that they are allied with us. And we happen to have as our leader one of the stupidest people in the world. It is possible that there are some countries that are led by people who are dumber than Trump, but I can't think of any. And there is no hiding it. Like, during the Reagan administration, Reagan staffers were able to conceal his growing senility. But Trump, every day, his vanity, petulance, pettiness, dishonesty, instability, and ignorance is on display for all the world to see, both our enemies and our allies. They all know exactly who Trump is. And the South Koreans don't want to sacrifice their country on the altar of Trump's ego. And if North Korea did kick us out, it might give other countries ideas. We have bases all over the world, about 750 of them, in a lot of different countries. It's expensive, but it advances our national security. If North Korea kicks us out, if South Korea kicks us out, a lot of other countries might start thinking about doing the same thing. Our troops have been welcome for years in a lot of places all over the world. But would you want a military force in your nation whose commander-in-chief was as erratic, impulsive, and unreliable as Donald Trump? Take Qatar, for example. Donald Trump openly sided with Saudi Arabia against them, making a bad situation worse. But we have a very important, strategically located military base in Qatar. And it was in our best interest to calm the situation down and ease the tensions between the two countries. Instead, Trump made it worse, as he has a unique talent for doing with almost everything. If I were running Qatar, I would be questioning whether having a U.S. base there serves their interests. And if South Korea gives us the boot, that might provide the impetus for Qatar to do the same. And who knows who else might consider that. We are already a weaker and less influential nation because Trump has been in charge for a year. Who knows how much damage he will do before he's finished. Thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. And I want you to keep on doing that. Just not on YouTube. If you look down in the description box, you're going to see 2 new links there. One is to my Patreon page, the other one is to a site called Top Buzz. Now on Top Buzz, they're letting me monetize my video and they're not even ads on them. So I'd like you to get in the habit of watching my videos there. Or you can go to my Patreon page, and if you want to become a supporter, that would be great. If you don't, you can still watch my videos there. But for me, YouTube is no longer worth bothering with. It's just a launching pad that I use to put my videos other places on the net. So I do want you to keep on watching my videos, but not on YouTube.